Alabama offensive lineman Tyler Booker joins us each week, courtesy of Roback. Get all your great game day gear, golf gear, amazing pullovers, and pants at Roback.com. Use code TNR20 for 20% off your initial order at Roback.com.
Last week, Tyler Booker was apparently motivating and coaching up the entire locker room and coaching staff, so we're hearing from people like Jalen Milroe and other coaches. But he told me on the show he wasn't wearing the link shirt for any motivational reasons or anything. Let's see what he's wearing this week, Brownie.
It is Tyler Booker, the Alabama offensive lineman. It's got on an excellent shirt. Is that custom-made book, or does every player have one of those with their name on it?
Every player has one, but if I knew you guys were going to pay attention to my outfit this much, I would have dressed up a little bit for you guys.
That's a good one. I like that one.
You're going to sit here now and tell me you were still wearing that link shirt last week, just it was the top one in the drawer when you pulled it out. You didn't wear it for a reason to motivate people.
My days consist of going to the facility, getting treatment, practicing. Then I got to go to class, then come back. So my outfits throughout the week are built for comfort.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you, I did see something. I had a buddy that was over at the house, and he's like, man, y'all's guy Booker is going nuts coming out of the tunnel. Like, so the intensity before the game even kicked, and then just watching you on the field, it did feel like emotionally you guys were at another level.
I'm not going to agree with that. I feel like pre-game emotionally, like we're always ready, excited, and amped up to play. And that's one thing that I'm proud of with the team. Like we're always ready to play. It just comes down to execution and building momentum and building confidence. And I feel like we built a lot more confidence throughout this week of practice. Guys were a lot more confident throughout this week of practice because of the way that we did practice. I feel like this was our best week of practice. And I expect this week of practice going into the bye week to be our best week of practice. And the week after that to be our best week of practice. So we just have to continually improve.
So you tell me, you're the captain. What's the mood of the team like right now? Obviously, the fan base has been in its place the last few weeks. Where are you guys inside that locker room, inside the helmets, as you get ready for this week of practice you're talking about?
We're excited to get better. We know that we only have so many opportunities to get better and really hone in on our skills, and the bye week is a great opportunity to do so. So just like the last bye week, I told you guys what I told my guys. Like, we got to make sure that we're going over some film, seeing some repetitive mistakes that we're making, seeing flaws in our game, and really take advantage of the bye week to get rid of those flaws.
Tyler Booker is with us. The Alabama offensive lineman is on the JohnstonRVCenter.com hotline. Don't forget all your Alabama coverage at CoverCrimson.com. Join for $1 for the first month. See how you like it. A lot of free content there as well on the Cover Crimson YouTube channel. CoverCrimson.com. That is CoverCrimson.com. So what was it that Jalen Milroe and others were praising you for this week? I mean, why were you the talk of the postgame? Like, Tyler Booker got us fired up and all that.
Just really like amping up like me being a leader. And whenever we go through a loss, I always look at myself and see what I could have done better rather than pointing the finger, because I was taught this by Miss Rogers in the second grade. Whenever you point at somebody, there's always 3 fingers pointing back at you. So
what did Miss Rogers teach? She taught you everything in the second grade, right?
Yeah, but what I said whenever you're pointing the finger at somebody, there's always 3 fingers pointing back at you.
That's right. I mean, that's what she taught you.
She taught me. She taught me that, and I thought of what I could have done better as a leader, and I just went back to the values I was taught by Coach Saban, and just understanding like we got to hold guys to a higher standard, hold guys to the standard that I hold myself to.
I loved at the end of the game, Kalen DeBoer taking a timeout to try to preserve the shutout, and everybody on the sideline 100% engaged. Some of the starters came back in. The crowd that was left there, so excited about it. I mean, what did that mean for you guys, especially on the offensive side, watching them go back out and close down that shutout?
It was great. It's always great to have a shutout under any circumstance, but especially for our defense, people have really been on them talking crazy about our defense. So for them to put up a shutout, that was great for them. It was great to see, and they've been balling these past couple of weeks. And as an offense, we just have to make sure that we keep taking advantage of what the defense gives us, and that's something that we did improve on. I believe the defense had 3 turnovers, and we scored off of all of them. Well, we scored 2 field goals off of them, and we scored 1 touchdown off of another one. But we want to make all of those touchdowns, but we're just continually improving, and it's always great to see the defense have a shutout.
When you are a lineman, obviously the run game means a lot to you as well because that's a little downhill push. When you got running backs like Jam and Justice who can play so physical, does that sort of make it feel like they're one of your group as well on the offensive line? Because I'm telling you that Justice Haynes run when he got lower than the defender and kept his balance and took it to the yard, that was one of the better runs you'll see. How does their physicality help you guys do the job you want to do up front?
Their physicality really fires us up, and there's no those two guys, man. I really love those guys, and I can't say enough about them. And you can tell a lot about running back by how much they care about how much they care about pass protection. So whenever we're going over a blitz pickup or pass protection, or even meeting as an offensive line and quarterback, the running backs are being there, Jam and Justice are in there. They're asking questions, they're engaged. So having guys like that who are willing to put their personal success aside for the success of the team and really care about it, that means the world to me. So whenever they get their opportunity, we as an offensive line, like, we got to go for you guys. We got to really give them a chance to show who they are. So whenever they have success, we get really excited, and we love seeing our teammates be physical as well.
You smile when you say physical. I like how you laugh at that. You had your helmet ripped off. I think it was on the first possession. It was very early in the game. Your helmet gets literally ripped off your head, and that seems like that would be incredibly painful. Like, I know you were pissed and you were just up looking, for maybe some retribution, but how much does that hurt, just having your helmet ripped off like that?
It didn't hurt at all, and I wasn't pissed. I was excited because I knew that I had already won the mental battle against my opponent. For him to rip my helmet off on only the third play of the game, I knew I had him where I wanted him.
I do love that attitude, though. Like, I mean, that does have to feel like a victory in and of itself, right? Like, this guy's already so frustrated with me, and there's not even a minute off the clock yet.
Yeah, he cost his team 15 yards, so that just shows you how much he cares about his team.
Yeah. Did you say anything? Did you say anything to him?
No, I said something to the ref though. I'm a snitch. I don't care. I tattle when I'm on that field. Like, hey, he's holding it. Hey, his knee pads aren't down. Whatever it takes to get those extra yards.
I know being a bye week, it's still a business week, but what do you enjoy the most about a bye week?
I'm going to be able to watch college football this weekend. I grew up a college football fanatic, and that's something my dad and I bonded over, and still bond over a lot. So just being able to watch college football and on YouTube TV when you got all 4 games at once, like, that's just a dream come true. So really being able to watch college football and become a fan again, essentially.
Do you know yet which game you're most excited for? Have you looked at the schedule for this weekend?
I have not looked at the schedule yet, but I'll be sure to let y'all know which game I watch next week.
I think your biggest game is right out of the chute, Ohio State, Penn State. I mean, that's
yes. I'll be checking in on that one. And one of my close friends, Ketron Allen, he's a running back at Penn State, so I'm excited to see that one.
Do you have? I mean, I guess you pull for guys but like when you're watching an SEC game, are there any? Do you find yourself pulling for a certain team?
Not necessarily. I just enjoy watching the game of football. But if there's somebody that I have a personal relationship with, I always want to see them do well.
All right.
Besides that, it's just me watching the game, enjoying the game.
Well, enjoy Ohio State, Penn State. Fox Big Noon kickoff right out of the chute, and I'll text you some other. We do this every week. We're like, okay, here's my setup, here's my setup, here's my setup. So I may text you. Our recommendation for you.
Sounds good. I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, enjoy the off week, and we'll talk with you next week about Bama and LSU. Big as always. Can't wait. Thank you, Buck.
Thank you. Y'all have a great week. See you.
All right, buddy. You too. Take care. That is Tyler Booker, the Alabama offensive lineman, joins us every single week on the JohnstonRVCenter.com hotline. As a reminder, you can get everything Alabama at CoverCrimson.com. That is CoverCrimson.com. Join for $1. Enjoy the message boards and all their content there. Clint Lamb, Mick Gillespie, Mike Johnson, Stacy Blackwood, Vern Funquist, I mean, a ton. Jake Coker, the great Alabama national champion quarterback, all right there at Cover Crimson and the Cover Crimson YouTube channel as well. Check it out for the free content and $1 a month to start with for that message board at CoverCrimson.com.